Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Dominique Lewis with Finding Homes with Dom, and today we're doing something a little different. So we are doing a video I like to call Welcome to Highway 9 here in Bowling Springs, South Carolina. So we are going to ride the main street, which is Highway 9 in Bowling Springs, so you can see what this town has to offer on this strip. It's so much more to Bowling Springs than just this strip, but I'll cover that in weeks to come as far as the parks, some neighborhood tours, so you get a feel of why people are flocking to Bowling Springs, South Carolina. So come along with me. Let's drive Highway 9. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So right here we are coming up. We're in Spartanburg County, going into Bowling Springs. So for me, this is the Founders Federal Credit Union. This is where Bowling Springs starts to me, but of course that's technically Spartanburg. Now going down a little bit further is North Grove Medical Park. Here it is on the right. This place is humongous. When I say that this place has just about everything that you would ever need medically, and anything that it doesn't have, it's only about 10 to 15 minutes away at Spartanburg Regional, which is a major hospital system in the area. And all the little small hospitals and urgent cares and minute clinics that you will see around town, they all are under the same umbrella. So no shortage of those. So let's jump right in with the facts. Number one reason, or the first reason why people are moving to Bowling Springs, would be affordable housing. So the cost of homes in Bowling Springs is lower than in nearby cities like Greenville, South Carolina, or Charlotte, North Carolina, offering first-time home buyers and families a chance to own property at an affordable price. So when I say Greenville, South Carolina, the same house that will be in Greenville, that would be in Bowling Springs or Spartanburg, and that same house in Greenville could easily be $250,000 more because the location. You've heard people say location, 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 and it is true. Okay, so within this park, and like I said, I'm gonna jump back and forth. In this medical park, they have a breast center, like cancer center. It's a neurologist. It is a pediatric doctor, pediatric dentistry, kinetics, surgery department, a spine and pain management, a podiatrist, an eye doctor, a Spartanburg ear, nose, and throat. So they do allergies. Hearing aid center, blood connection. Right here is White Oak and North Grove, so it's a senior citizens living there. A psychiatric unit. Sorry, couldn't get my words out. Orthodontist, a lung specialist. The list goes on. OBGYN. They have it all. So within that part is so many doctors and offices within there. You won't have to travel far, but as you can see as we go through Bowling Springs, you'll see that there's no shortage of urgent cares, little doctors here and there, dentists. You're covered. To me, I believe that Bowling Springs will eventually be one of those towns where you don't have to leave it for much of anything because everything's coming to Bowling Springs. You'll see what I mean. So number two, the growing job market. Proximity to major employers such as BMW in Spartanburg and other industries in Greenville provides job opportunities in sectors like manufacturing, healthcare, and logistics. You'll see all of the hospitals, the doctor's office, dentist's office, all of those places as we drive through. As far as manufacturing, you have BMW, you have Toray, you have Michelin, you have Magna, the list goes on, Cooper Standard. A lot of these subsidiaries, right here you can see the interstate. So you're close to 85 and 26. And we're still heading down Highway 9 in Bowling Springs. But there's no shortage of manufacturers. One big one is bringing a lot of jobs to the area too would be the Dr. Pepper and the Keurig factory. So it's no shortage of jobs there in that sector if that is what you're after. Also in Greenville, they're really big on the tech as well as restaurant scene. So a lot of chefs are there up and coming with James Beard Awards. One of the big crazes right now, if you've ever watched The Walking Dead, Daryl opened a restaurant in Greenville. So here we go. Down Highway 9, here's a shopping plaza on the right. It is a a shopping center, barbershop, nail salon. On your left, a massage parlor, a dog shop where they do baths, critter care, I think, or critter comfort. There is a chiropractor on the left, another shopping plaza here. This is an amazing fish store on the right. That was the blue building. A Bojangles, a Dollar General. You know you're in the South when they have a Dollar General on every corner, and we do. There's a Sphinx. This is a tattoo parlor anywhere, and on the right there's a LASIK eye surgery. Any given time there's food trucks on the side of roads and in businesses when they are closed. Selling food. On the left, there's a new D.R. Horton development coming there. You cannot see us further back, but there's a Home Depot coming right there. To your right is a restaurant called Cantina that will be opening in the next month or two. It used to be a brewery. Coming up right here, you're another entry for a highway. So you can go north and head towards Gaffney or North Carolina, or you can go left, which is south, and you can be headed towards Greenville. You can be to Greenville in 30 minutes. You can be to Gaffney in 30 minutes. Kings Mountain in 45. A QT on your right. We have two of those. More restaurants, Pop-In Beer, Cookout, McDonald's, Waffle House, CVS, and you'll see a Zaxby's. So the third reason why people move to this area would be the schools. It's the reason that I moved to this area. So Bowling Springs is known for having strong public schools, which makes it an attractive location for families with children. Number 4, it's a small town feel with suburban benefits. Bowling Springs offers a quiet suburban lifestyle with a tight-knit community feel. There's less hustle and bustle than the larger city, making it appealing for families and retirees. So they have an app. We have an app called Next Door. And also living in Bowling Springs, there's several different Facebook groups that keep up with what's going on in the community. We all try to be here for each other if something comes up, which I do love. Here on the left, you'll see Capri, which is an Italian restaurant. Behind it is a Willy Taco. Grapevine, another restaurant. A car wash, which everyone loves because they wash the car by hand. 2 oil change places to your left and right. Another restaurant, Copper River. A vet, Brewster's. I'm going fast, I know, but you can rewind it. A bank. This is Eagles Liquor, Beer and Wine. I love that store. It's where I go. A nutrition place on your left that makes shakes. A Tutti Frutti. This is our first Ingles. Here on the left, they're clearing out space. This is going to be a new part of a shopping mall over there, a development. I believe that is going to be a Covert's restaurant right there. A dentist's office, a new house development on your left. This will be, which is open now. This changed just from last week when I made this video. So that will be a Andy's frozen custard right there, as well as a Clutch Coffee. Another restaurant, another hospital. On the left, a storage unit. On the left, you'll see some more restaurants, Cocoa Bowls, Infusion. On the right, you'll see more restaurants in a shopping plaza. So they have a pizza place. It is a FedEx place in here. Chinese, another vet. a sweets place, an eyelash place on the left, another doctor's office and hospital right there on the left, a eyeglass place, Northside Vision, dry cleaning, Subway. Behind Subway, they have a shopping plaza, so it has the Wings, etc. One of my favorites, Jeremiah's. A sports clinics back there. I think it's a coin laundry place. There's a bank to your left, a Circle K, another hospital, Little Caesars. Coming up on your left, you'll see Ace Hardware, another car wash on your right. I know it's a lot of car washes. I keep saying car wash, another coin laundry. But you have to keep up with the demand of the people. No one wants to wait, 40 minutes to get their car washed. Around this, you can't see it, but there are several apartment complexes, townhomes, housing developments. They're tucked away to give you that suburban feel. So, number 5, proximity to major cities. So Bowling Springs is close to both Spartanburg and Greenville, offering easy access to larger cities while allowing residents to enjoy a more relaxed suburban life. So we are literally 10 minutes from Spartanburg. You can be in Greenville in 20 to 25 minutes, depending on traffic. Coming up, you have the Real Deal cheesesteak on your left, another storage unit. You have another dollar store, a pet clinic right there, Heartland Animal Hospital, another tattoo parlor. On the left, it is a huge new apartment complex over there, luxury apartment complex. This is Rigsby's on the right. Rigsby's is also building a plaza across the street, and it will be an 8,000 square foot Rigsby restaurant, as well as it will have an arcade, a bowling alley, and it'll have a Scooter's Coffee inside. On the right, that was the Salsaritos and Donatos. Another shopping plaza on the left, Hardee's, another bank, Sonic on the left, a tire place on the left. On the right side, you have a nail salon down in there, and I think they sell cars down there on the left. Another shopping plaza. You have Advanced Auto Part, O'Reilly's, and Auto Parts, all in Bowling Springs. Chinese restaurant, another gas station. Goodwill has a plaza back there with different shopping centers. On the left is Taste of Nagoya, so it's a restaurant with all you can eat sushi. Firehouse Subs, another church. If you hang a right here at this light, that would take you to Bowling Springs High School. On the left, another bank, several gyms, a church. You have on the left Whataburger, Target, QT, and it'll be more shopping back there. Walgreens on your left, Take 5 on your right, McDonald's. Also, still coming to the area, like I said, it'll be a Culver's restaurant. There will be a city barbecue. A Wingstop is coming. Another Federal Credit Union. They're coming down as a Biscuitville. This town also has a Publix, another Ingles down here, a Tractor Supply. And next to Publix, there is several other new restaurants that just opened. There's a nice liquor store down there. You just have to ride through. It's just so much that the town has to offer. No shortage on restaurants, hospitals, parks, things to do. It's sidewalks most everywhere, so you can walk those if you would like. We have a Walmart coming up shortly on your right with the Chick-fil-A. There's a Popeyes, a Starbucks, and a Marcos right here on your left. Number 6, access to outdoor recreation. So the area is near the Blue Ridge Mountains and Lake Bowen, providing plenty of opportunities for hiking, boating, and outdoor activities. If you don't mind a little drive, you're also close to Lake Norman, Lake Jocassee, and it's a few others that are around. So you can we go to Sugar Ridge Mountain often to go hiking. So you can be to Sugar Ridge Mountain in 45 minutes. You can be to the beach in 3 hours. So no shortage of things to do. Here on the right, there's a restaurant called New Groove. They always have phenomenal food and even food trucks, live music, and they brew their own beer there. So that's great. Number 7, mild climate. With warm summers and mild winters, Bowling Springs offers pleasant weather year-round, which is great for those who prefer a temperature climate. So my family is originally from New York, so winters there can be brutal. So when someone's up north and they tell me they're moving down here for the weather, they want 4 seasons, okay? Or something similar to 4 seasons. They're tired of the cold, and I totally get it. It never gets too cold here. We get a little chilly, but nothing like freezing. I wish I could tell you we get snow every year, but I would be lying if I said we did. As you can see on the left, that is a Tractor Supply. You'll get a better view on my way driving back, but it's a huge apartment complex coming behind it. If you take a right here, you will then see it's a huge Publix back there. Coming up on the left, it is this is Spinks, and then the second Ingles is coming up on your right. There's another hospital back there, and also down this road, there's a public charter school called Libertas, and it has 4K all the way to 8th grade this year, and the next year they're going to add more. Here's the Ingles on the right. I dare venture to say we are now going into Inman, South Carolina. So you see how we're just driving on this road, and here you sometimes don't know that you went through a town unless you just know the address. So this is technically Inman, South Carolina, but because this school belongs to this district, it is Bowling Springs. So on the left, you cannot see it, but it is Bowling Springs Middle School. And now this is turning into Inman, South Carolina. Now we're going to go back, and I'm going to keep going with facts. So this is the same rod. I just turned around so you can see the other angle coming back. So coming up, you will see that there's our Walmart on the left. And it's just the same, just driving back down the road we just came, just so you can see it from the other side. And I tried to do it at a little different time so you wouldn't see so much traffic. But again, I'm not the big man above to stop the traffic. Okay, so now let's get into the cons of why people... the cons of what people are saying here, the cons would be. So 1, limited entertainment options. So I don't really find this to be a problem, but I just kind of took a poll overall and know the facts because I live here. So as a smaller community, Bowling Springs has fewer dining, shopping, and entertainment options compared to larger cities. Residents may need to drive to nearby cities like Spartanburg or Greenville for more variety. That's true, but we still have a ton of them. Spartanburg is only 10 minutes away. Greenville, you can be there in 30 minutes. So that's not that big of a deal. That's not a deal breaker for me. That's not that big of a drive. Number 2, rapid growth and development. So the area's rapid growth means new construction and expanding neighborhoods, which can lead to traffic congestion and the loss of some rural charm. This is true. When I moved here, it didn't have half of this stuff here in Bowling Springs, but I do welcome it, being that my family's from New York. It just is congested sometimes. So that's not that big of a deal to me. As I'm a mother, I like to have options for my kids because I can pick them up from school, hit a location for everybody, and still get home in 30 minutes. So it's convenient. Number 3, job opportunities still developing. So while the job market is growing, the area's economic opportunities are not as diverse or robust as larger cities. Some residents may have to commute to Spartanburg or Greenville for more career options. This is true. So as you can see in Bowling Springs, it is a lot of gyms. It's a lot of restaurants. It's a ton of restaurants and stores. That will be your primary job here. However, there are banks. There are plants that are tucked away. This is just the main strip. However, Spartanburg is only 10 minutes away. Greenville is only 25 to 30 minutes away. So it's not too far out there that that's a deal breaker. But I have to give you both sides of the coin, right? So number 4, public transportation limitations. So I come from a big city where I never needed a car for anything. To moving down to South Carolina, down to the South, I needed a car to go everywhere. Anywhere that was even 5-10 minutes up the road, it was such a rural area, you needed a car. So Bowling Springs lacks robust public transportation, making it necessary to own a car for commuting and everyday errands. So you need a car. As you can see, the traffic is heavy, and that's just as of late, because we have an influx of people moving into the area. It's a wonderful area. Who wouldn't want to live there? So you need a car. Number 5, cultural and social activities. Compared to bigger urban areas, Bowling Springs has fewer cultural attractions, nightlife spots, or social activities. For these, residents might need to travel to larger cities. I don't really find this an issue. So I'm used to a lot of different types of food and cultures where I am from in New York. However, it's more things coming to the area. You can find downtown Spartanburg does like salsa dancing. There are Jamaican restaurants. There are influx of Hispanic restaurants, Italian. It's different things coming. However, if you want more Greenville will give you more variety, as well as Charlotte, which you can be to in an hour and 20 minutes. And I take that trip often, as I have a daughter that's in college at UNC Charlotte, and she loves how eclectic it is. So you have options. Again, not a deal breaker. Number 6, potential for overcrowding. So with this popularity rising, Bowling Springs could experience overcrowding, putting a pressure on local infrastructure, schools, and public services. So I will go ahead and tell you that Bowling Springs has already felt that. They are now putting things in place to help that. The high school, they've already started adding on to the high school to accommodate all of the people moving to the area. More elementary schools have been built, so they're taking the steps. But again, I have to lay that out there. I don't want you to come to me and be surprised when we start looking around. I want you to know all the facts. 7, higher property taxes. In some parts of South Carolina, including growing suburbs like Bowling Springs, property taxes may be higher than in rural areas, especially as home values increase. Live here in Bowling Springs, South Carolina. Taxes have gone up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Cap on the taxes would be no more than 15%, and they cannot go up. They only can go up every 5 years. So while the taxes did go up $100, $200, that's not a big deal, because what people also aren't remembering is that our property values also shot up. That led to houses being bought and sold so fast. So like I said, there's pros and cons to everything, but taxes are not ridiculously high.
So now that we've finished this drive, what are your thoughts? What do you think about what my little town here in Bowling Springs, South Carolina has to offer? If you're interested in moving to this area, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is below, but I'll give it to you again. My cell phone number is 864-266-1181. So if you're interested in moving to the upstate, I would love to help you, whether you want a new construction home, if you want a resale home, if you want a custom built home, I can help you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of surrounding cities, please let me know in the comments, and until next time.